Yeah, I played Overwatch a little bit in high school, not like
Yep.
competitively. It just came out towards the end. And
Mm-hmm.
then when I started working, my company had like a Overwatch team. I
Mm-hmm.
played it. I played on it. I was bottom player, like bronze. I
Mm-hmm.
climbed up to like around plat, playing with all these people. And I don't know. I feel like I want to do better. It's a fun game. There's not really another game that really scratches the itch for me. So
Yeah, I
it's
got you.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. How long you been playing? When did that whole
Uh,
like transition from bronze to being the plat
yeah,
warlord that you are now?
consistently, probably like 2 years.
Okay, sounds good. Was it mostly like the team on your work that got you into it and taking it more seriously, or were there some other factors as well?
Definitely the team. I loved like the whole. I love scrimming. I thought that was really fun. It was also really cool to go against other like all calmed out teams and being like
Yeah.
really coordinated. It was fun. So
Yeah. Okay. Cool. 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 So I'm seeing here you have a pretty unusual hero pool,
yeah,
but there's a logic behind it. It's mobility, is what it
absolutely,
is.
absolutely.
Mobility. All right. Talk to me about the wonderful beauty of Doomfist and Lucio.
Sure. So I don't play as much Lucio as I did back then, but Lucio is the first character I got up to plat. And it's just really fun. I love being able to like control the tempo, like coordinating with my team. It's kind of hard to coordinate, especially in lower ranks. I
Yeah.
noticed that when playing with like GM and like Masters players above, like you can really dictate what's going on from the support role. But in terms of Doomfist, I really just wanted to pick him up. A lot of the tanks felt kind of bland in Overwatch 2, and I feel like he had the most agency in terms
Yeah.
of he's the most fun in my opinion.
Okay,
But
okay,
he's
makes sense.
yeah.
So, what's your breakdown right now? Maybe there's some other characters thrown in there of like how much do you play of Doomfist, how much do you play Lucio?
Sure. Lucy right now, non-existent.
Okay,
Mostly, I usually like two trick doom, like with like Junker Queen every season. I've played him consistently for the past like 4 or 5 seasons.
sure, sure. Okay, okay, okay. How much Junker Queen do you play, like approximate percentage wise?
Probably less than 10%.
Okay, perfect. Okay, so not a
Yeah.
major issue. So full on the Doomfist essentially.
Yeah.
What do you hope to get out of the session? You say better game sense understanding, overall feedback on my gameplay. So when you say game sense understanding, what are you referring to specifically?
Sometimes I feel like I can get a little narrow-sighted playing Doom. I think that's like a lot of people have that issue, and I've heard like not you but some other people in like VOD reviews say your main job is to create chaos in their backline, live in their backline, separate their attention. So it's
Right.
kind of hard to kind of abandon taking care of my team. But if I can get like 3 or 4 people looking at me, I feel like that's creating space. I don't know
Sure.
if I'm right or if I'm right or
No,
wrong.
no, no, 100%,
Yeah,
100%. Yeah, yeah, 100%. So it's going to be about like what can I be doing better on my gameplay to replicate that kind of value.
exactly.
All right, sounds good. All right, you playing around 3 to 4 times a week, 1 to 2 hour sessions. Is that mostly ranked, or you play a little bit of other role, or not other roles, but quick play, other stuff?
Yeah, I play mostly ranked. And then Overwatch is just fun to play with friends. We just play quick
Yep,
play.
agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. Okay, sounds good. Sounds good. Do you warm up, or you just jump right in?
Sometimes I jump into Vaxta just to get like my mouse feel but sometimes I'll do like a quick play game. Most of the time I just kind of jump right in. Probably not the
Okay.
best idea,
I,
but
I well, I here's why. Here's why. Here's why. I would like you to go into games feeling like that your mechanical output is not the reason why you're struggling.
Mhm.
I want you to go in and feel like I'm doing the job. All I need to think about is like my strategy and not feel about am I going to be hitting my shots or not.
Okay.
Now the question is how long do you need to spend to do that versus how long is reasonable for you to spend before warming up becomes a drudgery and you don't do it.
I see.
Let me give you an analogy. When I warm up for lifting,
Mm.
I usually do like 5-10 minutes, like tops. Now I know a lot of people that probably should be warming up longer, and I just can't be bothered. I hate it. Like I just don't want to do 7 different warm up sets. I do a lightweight, a medium weight, and I do like as many few reps as possible, and that's it. I do like 2 sets, and I'm in. I'm all the way in. Same thing with warming up my mechanics, right? I'll jump into Vaxxer for 4 minutes, usually in most characters. I would do the
Okay.
same. So you either need to make warm up more fun by avoiding Vaxa and playing like deathmatch instead, which for Doomfist is probably really good because you need the ability combos, right?
Yeah.
Or, or you need to spend time in Vaxta, but make it so short that it doesn't feel like, oh, Vaxta, I don't want to do that. Just 3 minutes. Literally 3 minutes of just moving around and shooting, moving around and shooting, moving around and shooting. There you go. That's it.
Got it.
Make sense?
Yes. Yep.
Make it easy or make it fun. Those are your choices. But I do think warm-up is reasonably important. Okay, game sense and understanding. We talked a little bit about game sense and understanding. Let's talk a little bit about understanding. So maybe you don't know what you don't know, but is there anything that you feel like you're particularly lacking with understanding?
When
Bit of a
to
broad
peel-
question, I know.
Yeah, when to peel versus when to fully commit to a dive. Also, how to stage. I watched your video on staging. I thought I got it. I don't get it. So
Sure.
just better understanding of that.
Okay,
I
sounds good. Shot calling, interesting, and team coordination, interesting. Now, does that correlate with your team? Are you still playing with your business?
Not this season. Probably next one though.
Okay. So is that part of the motivation, or is there also just like ranked leadership?
Certainly, I think rank leadership. I think there's an underlying like positive effect to like shot call to your teammates. Sometimes when I do shot call, they're like, "Thanks for the comms, man." But I don't know if I'm doing it like effectively, and I stopped doing it because people just get upset and it can be really toxic. So.
Yeah. Okay. So do you want feedback from that, or is that has been reevaluated, not a priority?
I mean, I do want it to be a priority. It's something that runs through my mind. It's just a matter of if I articulate it or not, or if I'm ping it or not.
Understandable. Here's what I would say. There's the most important thing you can be communicating is when you're going.
Okay.
And by going, it doesn't necessarily mean a hard commit. It doesn't necessarily mean a kill. It just means I am going to be loud for the next 4 or 5 seconds, guys. Take advantage of that distraction.
Okay.
Exactly what you said earlier. But communicating it makes it a little bit more visually easy for other people. The only other thing I would say is communicating your ults, because that is I'm going in, and then I'm going to go in, and then I'm going to keep going in, and then I'm going to keep going in. So you guys have like this nice 8-9 second window with which I'm going to be a thorn in their side. Please capitalize off of that. Beyond that, and that as corny as that sounds, that goes into a really high level as well. Like that is most of like pro communication. It's like synchronizing and timing and so on. There's definitely a little bit more coordination around like how to use your ults and stuff, but that's probably not something that you're going to be really working with much. So that if you were to set any sort of a low bar for communication and leadership, that's what I would say. Okay. Okay. I don't really have any other questions. Do you have any other questions for me?
No. We can jump right in.
Let's do it. Shoot me a replay code if you will.
Sure thing.
Now you said staging. No, go ahead. Finish your thought.
No, I was just gonna say, I don't know. Do you want a loss or win?
I want a close game or a game where you didn't know how to stage, or a game where you felt lost or confused or weren't sure what to do or felt bad and you weren't sure why.
Yeah, probably this one.
All right.
We had a lever go in the middle of it, but then
That's
they
fine.
came back. Yeah, so.
That's fine. We can skip through that. So, staging. What's confusing about staging? What have you tried? What didn't really click for you? Fill me in.
So the concept of what is it? Like doing like a soft dive. Like I'm just gonna survey the scene, see what's going on. And then after, I get a cooldown or 2 out, I'm going to full commit and, try to get away with as much as I can and then get out. That's kind of my understanding.
Okay. Putting in pressure, cycles going in, going out, going in, going out. One of the simplest things that I've been doing with a lot of my Doomfist coaching sessions recently, which might be a good way for you to look at it, is when we talk about staging, ask yourself, am I in the best possible position to use my gun and to use my cooldowns for maximum damage?
Yep.
And if the answer is no, then how do you get there? Like right now you're on defense, so you could choose any angle that you want. Obviously this is going to be pretty funny. Is there any other position on this map that you'd rather be right now? The answer is probably no. The answer is probably no. But the question is as this fight evolves, maybe 10, 15, 20, 30, 45, 60, 70, 80, 2 minutes from now, keep asking yourself the question, is this the best position that I can be for getting maximum value out of the character that I'm playing? And we'll be asking that question frequently. Oh, I respect it. So the question is, you accidentally canceled the punch. Is this the best possible position that you could be in right now for accessing squishies, pressuring, backline, distracting, harassing, and so on?
I don't know.
Well, think about it. Let's put it this way. Is it first think about it for 10 seconds
Okay.
and then ask yourself, does it feel good? If you don't know, just ask yourself, does it feel good?
Yeah, I'd say it does feel good.
I'd
Honest by
say it feels
yourself.
good. I would say that the answer to this question is yes, this is the best possible position you could be. You're close. Oh, well, then what is a good position for Doomfist? Okay, what does this position have in common with this position? Why not over here or here? Or here?
I'm unseen and can catch the enemy off guard.
Right. You're up close and you're secretive. You're up close and you're on an angle. Would be the way that I would describe it in a structured, boring format. Okay. You're up close and you're on an angle, distracting the enemy team, pulling attention elsewhere. You cancel your punch, and you have to cycle your cooldowns to get out. My major problem with this here, though, is I really would have liked for you to hit the punch and not cancel it. Okay.
Yeah.
The other thing, too, as well, is you got to be a little bit cautious here because you didn't quite have your slam or your power block. I wouldn't have used my power block there either, by the way, because your power block isn't just to build punch. Your power block is to buy time. So if you screw this up here, you have a window of vulnerability right now, right?
Yep.
Especially because there's no sleep dart anymore. You don't need to worry about power blocking at all. It's totally safe. Well, now you don't have it. So there's a window of engagement where you were vulnerable. That's the problem.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Yep, that makes
Now, the
sense.
question is now, is this the best possible position for you to be in as Doomfist?
Well, my goal here was to hit a funny corner punch or like a wall punch, but it's really a gamble, so I don't know. I don't think so, though.
What are we looking for, right? Short angle, right? So where would that be?
Probably up top with the
Up top, where your Hanzo is, okay? Somewhere like this here. Give me another option. Give me a sneakier option, more devious.
Probably in the room up the stairs.
You go up the stairs to do something up like this. If the diva pushes you, fine. You punch her back out. You use your cooldowns here, but you make her turn her back to your team.
Yep.
You see that?
Yep.
So you tank
Yes.
trade, but you tank trade on a slight off angle. Totally fine. Okay, sounds good. Your goal should be, I mean, it's funny, right? But your goal should be whatever angle that you hold is so good that you don't even need to use your abilities to be effective.
I see.
Remember when you were here, you could have shot the Ana and been a legitimate threat. Just shot her.
Right.
See, that's how you force cooldowns. It's not just cooldown cycles as Doomfist. It's by being in such a freaking amazing position, you just shoot people and you force cooldowns. It's called passive advantage. Passive advantage, where you don't even have to use a cooldown to force cooldowns. And the only way to do that is ironically by using cooldowns to get to a better position. Does that make sense? So
Yes.
you're here, you use your slam, you use your mouse 1, then you use your cooldowns. The problem is most people never set up. They just sit here and they sit here, or they'll go for the cooldowns and try to cycle cooldowns endlessly and just pray. There's even a couple of coaches out there that coach that, and it's not a good way of looking at the game. Because the problem here is you're just playing with fire. You're praying that they don't hit their cooldowns, right? Funny punch, ignored rather.
True.
Oh, and by the way, if you were going to slam out here, how would you do it?
I should have slammed the high ground.
You slam to high ground. That's it.
Yeah.
So even playing the basic rule of going in, going out with cooldown cycles, you didn't even follow that rule. So improve your positioning. Where do you need to be?
High ground.
High ground, or give me a more immediate value.
Near my Echo and Lucio and Alari.
Not a short angle. You're stacking with them. This is gonna blow your mind.
Is it right there?
It's just walk here.
Okay.
What is that? What is this Cassie gonna do when you walk behind him and shoot him in the head? What is this Ana gonna do? What's this Cassie gonna do? You know what they're gonna do?
They're gonna look at me.
They're gonna freak, and not only are they gonna look at you, they're gonna pop sleep. They're gonna pop hinder. You're
Yep.
full HP. You're full cooldowns, and you have cover. You could even eat sleep dart here and hinder and probably be okay.
Wow. Okay.
You see that? It's just
Yeah,
the nature.
yeah.
And not to mention, like you said, they are going to freak. Absolutely, they're going to freak. And that's going to be how you create space. And so now, by walking and squirting your little water gun, right, you have now put yourself in a phenomenal position for you to either disengage with cooldowns if you need to, or engage deeper. You see that? So
Yes.
high ground is a good choice. That's a great choice. That follows the rules here. But that you could just walk. See, this is fine. But you didn't even need to use your abilities to get there is the thing. You notice that? It's fine. You did damage. It's all right. You know, it's not the end of the world. You know, you'll probably be okay here. You are on an angle. You are going to create some space. And you see you guys end up actually winning the tank trade there because you did a really good job. You caused a huge amount of chaos, right? Yeah. But you could have just walked. Improve your positioning. Where should you go?
Up to high ground.
Up to high ground. You got it.
Yeah.
Up to high ground. High ground is good. Why is high ground good? Why is high ground good?
Because it gives you an added level of cover.
An added level of cover, which allows you to do what? Let me ask you a question. Is it safe to press W right now?
Probably not.
No? Let me ask you a question. Is it safe to press W right now?
Yes.
Why? What's the difference? That's not what you
see
said, right? That's what you said. It's that added layer of cover. It allows you to get to that short angle without being shot. That's what high ground is.
Okay.
That's what it is. It's not that deep. I mean, there is something like, oh, they have to look up, and I can see the whole battlefield, and that's true. That's true. But it's sneaky. It allows me to get close without getting shot. I'm short range. If I'm playing Reaper, Tracer, Sombra, anything, this is what I'm doing. Winston, Wrecking Ball, it's the same angle. Right? That's it. And you're just existing, You're just existing. You're not. Remember, the question always be, I need to improve my positioning. Improve my positioning. Nice. You've been feeling useless the last of this fight?
It gets worse.
It gets worse? Okay, okay.
It went into like double overtime at one point. It shouldn't have been hard at the end.
Do you see what I'm saying, though, when it comes to just when people are not where you want to play, you don't know what to do. You just freeze.
Yeah.
Improve your positioning. Now, you're down a bunch here, but once again, you can improve your positioning. I won't ask you where, because at this point, we're really tired. Oh, and by the way, you should shoot squishies, not tank. Rah, 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 rah. What would happen if you slammed up high ground here onto this diva? What would you do?
Close to nothing.
Close to nothing? Are you sure?
I could punch her off.
You could punch her off? Here's a question. Who wins the tank trade if you have full CDs? You or the diva?
That's close. Probably the diva.
Let me stop you right there. The fact that it's close is all you need to know.
Okay.
Right? Because it's a short position. It's a short position. That's it.
Right.
So the problem with Doomfist is not that you should never tank trade. If you tank trade to fight for good positions, I'm okay with that. That's all right with me. Like Route 66 first defense?
Yes.
When they go into that high ground there in the top right, when everyone's, and you kind of try to punch them off, because the reason you're punching them off that high ground there is because you want that position to drop onto their back line, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And so if you slammed up here, obviously you're down a bunch, so it's probably not that smart. But if you were to slam up here, shoot, punch, knock her off, fight her for the high ground, I'd be okay with that. Because the key thing here is that, are you getting shot by the backline while you're doing that?
No, just the diva.
No, just the diva, right? It's short versus short. It's not short versus somebody at long range poking you out at the same time. Mm-hmm. So the problem is if the diva's here and you're playing Paticate with the diva here. No. Take the position. Make her chase after you.
I'm committing here. So.
And again, do you notice that why does this feel so bad? Is there any sort of subtlety? Is there any sort of staging?
No.
No, it's direct. And you should get slept right here. You should get slept.
Yeah. I should have ulted.
And then if you're here, you don't even need to use your cooldowns to force sleep dart. You could rotate and shoot and shoot and shoot and shoot. Heck, you could even shoot, drop, punch, then press your Q if you think you're about to bait sleep dart if you haven't forced it. But yeah, anyway, it's the subtlety of that positioning that allows you to get cooldown trades properly. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's a good try. Okay. Don't get beat either. That sucks. Okay. Let's keep going. Any questions so far?
No, it's going good. It's pretty eye-opening.
Do you understand what staging is now?
I do, yes.
It's just getting to a close angle if possible so that you can improve your positioning, improve your positioning, improve your positioning, improve your positioning. Now, doing this live is much harder. There's a lot more chaos going on. But when I asked you to improve your positioning, so far you've come up with pretty consistently the right answer. You just need to practice it. What do you think?
Yeah, just keep pressing.
Are you going to force CDs by pressing mouse 1 from this position in this area here?
No.
Not at this specific spot, but where are you going to go? We all know where you're going to go, right?
Yeah.
Surely.
Okay.
Right? Where should you go?
Oh, it's where that first railing up there.
Sure. You could go
Bridge.
here.
Yeah.
Here. You could also go, yeah, exactly here. You know you'd force cooldowns here. I mean, look at this.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
This is crazy, right? And then what's going to happen is you're going to have the Diva's going to peel back, or you're going to catch the Cassidy isolated, and you're going to duel the Cassidy 1v1. And that's what it is. Basically, what's going to happen is if the enemy team is inept, you're going to get all the staging for free, and you're just going to kill people over and over and over again. If the enemy team is not inept, then you're going to have a bloodbath on these staging. What's going to happen is you're going to take this high ground here, and the Diva's going to peel back. And the Kiriko's going to TP up. And you're going to have to fight for it. And they're going to do exactly what happened in this first fight, where everyone's... But see, that's good. That's good. If you're fighting for those angles and fighting for that staging, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. You're still doing your job. You're still doing your job. Just because you get contested doing this doesn't mean that's the wrong play. The problem here is that you're not even forcing them to contest you. So you got your cooldown cycle. Nice job. But you created no space. You created no space because you weren't a threat. And you weren't a threat because you didn't have the position to be a threat. Right? You roll the dice. And when you're rolling with... You're essentially rolling with a loaded dice that's designed to give you snake eyes. Because the chances of you making a play from that position were infinitely lower than the position from doing it from an angle. Same thing here. It's much harder to hit a punch when you're punching directly at the payload with everyone seeing you. It's a lot harder to juke it when you're shooting here, and you're dropping from here, and the Ana's distracted, but no, the Ana sees you, but she's not. You see what I'm saying? It's much easier. It's much, much easier. So this entire fight, you've cooldown cycled okay. You really have. It's been in, it's been out, it's been in, it's been out. It's really not been that bad, but it hasn't mattered because you haven't been able to take a close angle once. Does this make sense?
Yes.
Okay. You see it?
Again, yeah.
This is where it gets really spicy too, right? Because, you ready for this one? Who should you be shooting right now?
The Diva.
The Diva, not the Ana. Whoa, Spylo's broken. His wires are all crossed, right? He's saying shoot tank. Doesn't matter. This is the angle that you want. Fight her for it. Fight her for it or find a different angle. This angle sucks because it's Tracer and it's not close enough, right? Because even if you do get it, it's still too far, right? So fight for this angle. And this is where you tank trade. When you guys have it, she has a position that you want and you cannot improve your position, fight her for it. I don't care if it's Roadhog, you fight her for it. Or fight him for it, right? This position you want. This is called cheating. Cheating.
Yeah.
You go for the target, you skip steps, you just try to get to the target in the back line. You might be good here. I think you're proactively blocking too much is a micro thing I'd say.
Okay.
And the reason why this is so bad is because nothing in their comp really can burst you outside of maybe a Cassidy, but he's not even looking at you. Nobody in the team outside of Kiriko is looking at you. But the main reason why this is bad is because it leaves you vulnerable to CC.
True. Yeah.
You need to be very attentive. Proactively blocking when there's like high burst damage can be useful. But even then, most of the time you need to be seeing the damage come in or force them to look at you. But even then, you got to be really careful about CC. Because it's not just a neutral waste of a cooldown. It might be an actively negative thing that gets you slept. I mean, this is just kind of messy staging.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is that because you've actually been getting close to people for like the first time ever, as messy as it's been mechanically, as messy as it's been staging-wise, at least you're getting close to people. You're actually creating a little bit of attention, a little bit of space, just because you've actually gotten close. I think this fight's lost. Oh dear, these are so deep. You know, I will say, again, as messy as this is, you are on an angle, and you're close enough to at least hit your slam. Not close enough to hit any shots, so it's not good, but it's better, you know, it's better, I guess.
This is just unfortunate.
Yeah,
pick out.
yeah, but okay, but you're here. This is a good spot for you to be, right?
Yeah.
That would have been a good spot for you to be. Okay. Oh dear. Oh no. I would have gone for the cancel. I think you have to. I think you have to. I don't think he has a skull on you yet. Not when you're nanoed. Look, see the circle?
Yeah.
I think you're good. Remember, damage gives you 50% damage reduction. You have the equivalent of you have a primal rage HP is what you have. You have a primal rage HP. Still get some value out of it. Nice. Nice short off angle here. This is beautiful. Notice that why do you hit the punch? Because where is she looking? Forward. Why is she looking forward? Because people need her help forward. You see it? So now you've actually staged partially using your ultimate, partially just because it's a really congested area for free, and now you're popping off. Let's move on to the attack. Well, actually, let's see what you do here. I want to see what you do here. I want to see, because now that the space has been opened up a little bit, let's see what you do. What do you think of this position? Could you improve your positioning at all?
For now, probably not.
Probably not. This one gives you options, right? You can check here, you can check here, you can check top. It's perfect. It's perfect positioning. Now, what should you do here?
Either... No, I should just go on the Surge.
Why?
She by herself.
By yourself? Why would you not?
Close
Close score. Remember, what position do you want? I like this position. I don't. You can have this spot here, Dave. I don't give a rip. So, it's not just the fact that it's a squishy, although that definitely is a factor. It's because this is the position that I want. Because this position allows me to kill people and to drop, do all this kind of stuff, right? So I get rid of you, even if I don't kill you. Now I get the spot for free.
Got it. Okay.
You see that? She's contesting the spot that you want, so you get her out. So even though this will be mechanically horrible, you're creating space. Now, what should you have done immediately afterwards, though?
On the high ground.
Gone back top, right? You earned it. You got rid of her. You didn't hit a single cooldown, and yet it worked. Got rid of her. Oh, and by the way, you know what? It's another added benefit of fighting for space, fighting for the angle that you want. This soldier's dangerous from this position. Really dangerous from this position.
Yeah.
Do you see how that's protecting your team?
Yes.
Same thing with second point here. People up here are dangerous when they're attacking. Same thing with first one. You noticing a common theme here, right?
Yep.
Good. Retake your positioning. Improve your positioning. Improve it. Always improve it. Sure. Nice. Again, good. And notice that you didn't just get the kill. Look at where you're at. Oh, this is so good. It's so good, right? You don't even have to use a cooldown here. Oh! You don't need to peel here. You know, if it's convenient for you, sure, peel. In fact, I had a Doomfist session earlier this week where it was convenient to peel a ram who was trying to push an off angle on them. But yeah, just take what's given. You know, take what's given. Keep harassing these guys. You got a perfect spot on them. She might live, ironically, because you peeled. You see that? She lived because you peeled. Because you did not pull any healing resources to you. These nanos have been tragic.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Okay, let's okay. Are you interested in live coaching?
Yeah, that's probably my next step.
I really feel like I want to pull the trigger with this. I really want to pull the trigger with this. Do you want to do some live coaching right now?
Sure, yeah, that's fine.
I feel like we have something that we can hammer at. I do think that the micro of using your power block too soon is something that you would want to keep an eye on, especially when there's any form of CC out there. But I think that like by far it's going to be about improving your positioning and staging.
Okay.
You definitely have the idea of like using your cooldown cycle. Like you've got that box checked mostly. But I think your positioning is terrible, and I want to fix it.
Okay.
So can you stream through Discord?
Yes, of course.
All right. Are you warm or do you need to warm up for a second? We've got time.
I was playing some comp earlier.
Okay.
So
all right.
Decent spot. Yeah. What should I play? Just quick play or comp?
Oh no. We're going all in. Comp time.
Okay.
You got to have stakes for you to be focused.
You're right.
All right, get in the deathmatch. Let's do it while you wait.
Our future will be full of conflict. Ready for a knockout?
I don't want you to get lazy during this warm-up. I want you to think, I'm going to win every single 1v1. How do I kill this person? I'm going to, like, sweat. Like, this is, you're playing for $100, this 1v1. Every single one. Well, I would do that in your warm-up. Even though it doesn't matter that much, but, like, it allows you to, like, get the full value out of the warm-up. Okay, let's go. What's the cue? The cue is improve your positioning. What positioning are you looking for? You tell me.
One where I can shoot the enemy.
A short off angle where you're so close that you can just shoot to get value. That's how you do damage. That's how you set up your staging. That's how you force cooldowns. Yes. Okay. Where do you think you're going to roll out here? Don't do what you normally do. Unless what you normally do is good, then do that. But think about it.
I normally go over and then take the left side. I don't go through the small opening.
Okay.
Yeah. I feel like that's a decent spot.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Your job is not to perform this game. It's just to have fun and improve your positioning. That's it. Don't worry about anything else. This looks great to me. Can your positioning be improved, or are you doing a lot with your shotgun?
Not doing a lot.
All right. Nice punch. You're good. You should die.
So we're up.
You're good. You're good. Improve your positioning. You're only down one here. I think you can win this. Good call. Good call. There's a mega below that top right or bottom right thing. Yeah, there you go. All right, improve your angle. Where can you get? This is too far. Good. Good. It's okay. Cleared him off. That was a goal. That was a goal. Good. Improve your position. Improve your position. Shotgun, shotgun, shotgun. Good. Good, 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 good. Find the next target. Let's go. It's okay. Stay with it. Stay the target. Next target. Nice job. So I want you to think less about peeling if you can, and just again ask myself, am I on a good short angle? If so, let the Doomfist go for your backline. You deal with his backline.
Okay.
Unless he's close, then you can just shoot him. Do whatever you want on the Doomfist if he's close.
Got it.
Be the convenient guy. Improve your positioning and do what's convenient. Improve your positioning here. Shoot what's convenient. What's close. Get that Hanzo. Or that. That's good. That's alright. Next fight, pay attention to where the point is. Go there and start to think about what angle should I play? What angle should I play? What angle should I play? You're doing really well so far. What's close? What's close? Improve your positioning here. I want a shotgun.
God.
It's alright, don't worry about it. Alright, next fight. Nice, done. Nice. Alright, don't get lazy. Lock down a target and get close. Nice. Keep going. Get close. Doesn't matter what it is.
Dying.
That's alright. It's alright. Your Zen is a little damaged. I don't know what he's doing.
That's plat for you.
Alright, get close. Improve your positioning. Short off angle. Nice. Good. Improve your positioning. Where'd you go? Next target. Lock it down. Good. Stay on her. Good stuff. Short off angle. Where's this fight gonna be? Where do you want to go? Looks good to me. Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Yeah, you're good. Shoot. Improve your positioning. Let's go, let's go. Improve your positioning. This is not a short range off angle. Move. There you go. That's okay. So what was the problem there? You took the short range off angle, then what did you do?
I panicked.
Well, you panicked, but you pushed beyond where your team could see you.
Yeah.
There's a balance between sitting inside of your backline and walking, turning the corner where your supports can't help you. That was a mistake. Let them walk into you. This fight's still winnable, by the way. You guys are even. Lock down a target. Next target. Next target.
We lost. Oh my god.
Yeah, you guys see nine. Next target. Next.
Unlocks in 10 seconds.
Where should you go? Yep. Improve your positioning. Nice. Improve your positioning. Let's go. Get close. Get close. Find an angle.
I'm low.
You're all right. Good. Next target. Next target. Good try. Maybe winnable here. Oh, maybe not.
No, that's lost.
Okay.
Like I don't.
Here's
yeah,
what I want you to do. I want you to send me the replay code, and this is where the sauce is going to get really useful. Send me the replay code, and we'll take a look. Finish your thought, though. You're going to say something.
I don't know. Like I typically just stay on the Doom, but it was. Oh, he's scapping me. I don't know.
Got it. Jump back in my stream. Might need to click on my profile picture to tab over because I had to restart the Discord stream.
Ready for battle.
Back in.
Yes.
Perfect. Are you on a short range off angle?
Yes.
You ready for the mistake?
Yeah.
Right here. No, I know what you're thinking. Oh, I got to contest against you. Maybe. But you had a short range off angle. Keep shooting tank. Backline has to walk forward here, no?
True.
They walk in your trap. If anything here, what have you done by going for the Genji here?
I've just given infinite space.
Giving them infinite space. And that's a problem because who's going to now shoot you? Everybody. And so while this was a great punch right here, this is the risk. When you take a short angle, you shoot what's convenient. You don't try to peel. You do damage. You hurt people. Whether that's the tank, the backline. If the Genji had contested you, different story. And you also used a cooldown to get to him as well.
Right.
So this is all fine, but the problem is that we're starting from a rough spot, if that makes sense, right? Even here. Giving it more space, Honestly, we're missing so much HP. Maybe it's just as well that we do. I thought for sure that Doomfist would die. Look at that. 7 HP. And he gets a kill. You're too concerned about peeling. And this is something that I notice frequently throughout the rest of this game, where you're very concerned about what's going on behind. You even had ult, dropped with power punch on a 1/3 HP Kiriko, and went back and peeled a Genji Blade, and let the Kiriko live. Something to keep an eye on. What should you be going for now? Do you think is this improving your positioning?
Yeah, I do.
Yep, I think so. It's a little awkward right now. You guys are down a bunch, but it works. Disengage. Again, fine. What do you think of this?
Risky.
Risky? Why?
I only have one cooldown.
Right, but if you close the distance, is this a short range off angle?
It is. Yeah.
Okay, then that's what we're focused on, right? Obviously, we can nitpick the details of how you do it or when you do it, but for what we were practicing this game, this is good. As a result, it works. Now, what should you do now?
Go back to the Hanzo.
No.
Shoot.
No, you
oh,
shouldn't.
shoot the Bab. Keep shooting the Bab.
Exactly. Why?
Because he's already getting shot.
Because
at.
he's
People-
because no. Because he's there.
Oh, okay.
Does that sound familiar? Remember the first thing here?
Yeah.
It's not because, oh, Genji's a bad target to focus. I mean, that's part of it, right? Hanzo's pretty juicy, I'm not going to lie. But if you go drop the BAP and go for the Hanzo, you're wasting a cooldown that you could have used to kill the BAP. You're using a cooldown to reposition when you could have used a cooldown to kill. And then you're letting the Baptiste actually heal the Hanzo. So when you go back here, I can tell your attention. Look at this. This BAP is an idiot. Look at this guy. Look at him. Look at him. And you're just content to let him live. And oh, by the way, the Hans that you went for, he gets lamped. And guess who he gets lamped by?
The bat that's alive.
Shoot what's convenient. What's close. There is no such thing as target priority in Overwatch. Or at least it's vastly overrated. All this fancy tech just to miss a slam punch, right? When there's a Baptiste with no shift, less than half HP, standing right next to you. Do you see that?
Yeah.
And that's why things feel so chaotic, right, in these fights. That's why I said I want you to lock down a target, because what's happening is it feels, this entire VOD felt chaotic. This entire game felt chaotic, no? Like, very chaotic.
Yeah, I don't know what I was doing.
It's because you were improving your positioning and then immediately chasing butterflies to another spot. Like, there is no rhythm, rhyme, or reason to anything that you're doing right now. It's total chaos. Like, even here, right? Even here. There's another brief window of opportunity. You see it?
The BAP.
There's the bat, right? What do you do? Instead, you're like, oh, Genji, punch the Genji. Okay, now I'm out of position. And now I'm out of position to shoot both targets. Now I've actually made my positioning worse. Do you see that?
Yeah.
The one time you actually lock down a target, he dies. The one time. Heck, even here. It's Doom. Why are you going away for the Doomfist? You see that?
I just need to get his block out.
But he's close. You do a lot of damage up close. You've won, like, let's put it this way. You've won this tank trade right here. Because because you've canceled his block, you have opened up an opportunity to take a favorable HP trade, right? Because you're going to be able to hit a couple of shots in his head, and he's not going to be able to hit him on you. So what's going to happen is you have an HP here, he has an HP here. You're about to gain about 150 HP in this guy. Finish him. Finish him. Or at least make him punch and slam away. Then we can go back and deal with the Kiriko.
Okay.
Shoot what's close. So here you slam out and you catch the Kiriko, but a missed opportunity to finish the Doomfist. And the Kiriko is a total accident, right? Let's not lie.
Yeah.
Okay, let's keep going here. What do you think? Tricky, right?
He's the most convenient one right now.
He's the most convenient one.
There's a window and...
What do you think? Improve your positioning. Are you on a short range off angle?
No, I should go on the other side of the door.
You
Like
should.
the other side of the arch.
Yeah. The thing is here is you need to do two things. You need to improve your positioning to a short range off angle, and once you have a short range off angle, shoot what's convenient. The reason why shooting the Genji here is not the greatest is not because he's not convenient. He is, but it's not a really good short range off angle. So you need to improve your positioning first. Once you've improved your positioning, like let's say that you were able to get to here. Now you just shoot. Now you just chill, right? Now you just shoot. The problem is here is that you spend too long without checking the boxes for positioning. You get here. This is good. Just took you too long to get there. And by the way, who should you be shooting right now? I don't think you knew he was here.
I didn't hear him.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. Okay, this fight's lost. Go next. Are you on a short range off angle?
No.
Tricky, right? Yeah. Improve your positioning. Do you see what you do here? Do you see them sting? Watch it. You're like, cool guys don't look at explosions, right?
I just kind of let him go.
It feels like you're thinking about peeling again.
Yeah.
I think you heard pedal and you got panicky for your life weaver in the Genji.
I did.
So your job is to do that to the enemy team. Because let's be honest here, who's in the better position to actually secure the kill in the backline? Their DPS duels or you?
Me.
Yeah, exactly. That's why it's not that peeling's bad. If you're in a position to peel, great, do it. But you're in a better position to kill backline. So trade his backline. So it's actually, I was shocked when I saw this because I was like, oh no, the Baptist lived. And I think your Tracer ends up killing him. Yeah, he messes up his lamp. So she ends up getting the kill. But that is very fortunate. Are you on a short range off angle right now?
No.
Not really. Where do you need to be?
Uh,
Tricky, right? Very tricky point.
probably behind the Doom.
Yeah, maybe at least to get to here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
At least get to here. Like, okay, maybe like you can at least shoot tank somewhere a little bit with a little bit better cover. This is just more of a peel priority for you. Now, I will say the Doomfist was convenient. That wasn't the end of the world, but that also would not have been the end of the world to go for their backline either. Either one would have worked. Okay, let's keep going. Okay. I think this one was fine, if I remember correctly. I think that they just hit some shots. Yeah, like it took you a little too long to kill the Hanzo. The Genji hit some crazy shurikens on you, and you just get rolled. Okay, so I don't want to worry about that one too much. Improve your positioning. Did you improve your positioning?
No,
Right here? Is this a short range off angle?
it is not.
I think it is. What do you think this? I think this looks pretty short to me. You don't overthink this one too much. If you see somebody isolated, get on them.
Okay.
That's a short range off angle. So what's going to happen here is you're going to kill him, or you're not going to kill him. And then now, is this a nice little off angle you have here?
Yeah.
What's the only problem with this off angle? Is it short range?
No.
So how do you close the distance?
I should slam to where the Genji is.
You could, or you ready for this one? This is super level advanced. Drop, hide, and walk to cover.
Okay.
That's it.
Punch in.
Yeah, this wasn't a terrible fight for me. You did close the distance, and you did shoot what was convenient. This was fine. No idea why he was blading you. And this is where it's just you need to lock down a target a little bit quicker. But I think you guys are okay. Okay. What do you think?
I felt like I'm not doing anything.
What is the enemy team doing?
The Doom shooting me, and the enemy team is walking up on my Junkrat.
The enemy team is doing nothing right now, correct? Except for the Doomfist. So
Okay.
you hold your angle. If they rotate here, improve your
Yeah.
positioning, where do you go?
To my Junkrat.
To your jump. Or that's not an off angle, right? Well, you could, but that's not necessarily an off
okay,
angle.
yeah.
Where would you go?
I could just drop, right?
You
Shoot
could.
from cover,
Yeah, you could. You could. You're making them uncomfortable to walk forward here. You're making them uncomfortable to walk forward here. Where should you go from here? Improve your positioning? Oh, wait a second. Do you even need to improve your positioning, actually? Like, do you see another short range off angle here with cover? Anywhere?
No.
I don't. This point's ugly, right? So just sit here and shoot tank. That's it. Because this is not terrible, but this is risky because you're just ending in the open. You see that?
Yeah.
I wouldn't worry as much about these situations, though. You get close, execute. And this is the big one. This is one where you were feeling like, no, you're not your Lifeweaver's keeper. Your job is to hold this angle and punish and do it again. You do it, and because it's close range, you get a lot done here. Like, that's crazy. Like, look at the ult charge here. It's nuts, right? You get like 30% ult charge instantly. But the problem is that you're fighting by yourself.
Yeah.
If you'd sat here, oh no, they all cleared me out, I dropped short off angle elsewhere, you would have been fine. You just brute forced it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. That was
Okay.
cocky.
This is the unfortunate ultimate Charlie Niner. And there it is right there.
Is it me? I think it was.
It was, yeah, but to be fair, the timer was very quick. It wasn't that big of a deal. Oh, you're gonna love this one. You're gonna love this one. Are you on a short range off angle?
No.
No. Are you on an off angle?
Yeah.
Is it short range?
No.
Improve it. Plot to it. Wait,
I
wait. This is when I was yelling at you. I was like, improve it, improve it, improve it. And you're like, I gotta go. And guess what? It's perfect. Because even if she doesn't die, she has to use her teleport. Right. She leaves the angle. They're all over here. What do you do? Where do you go from here? Let's say she teleported away. What would you do?
I would slide into her teleport.
You could. Or are you ready for this one? Walk, drop the point, and shoot. Because they've given the signal for free. So now you have the signal for free. You sit him in the back and shoot him in the back. You get me?
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
And for this Doomfist to peel you, it's extremely inconvenient. And this is where I understand what you're doing, but it's more convenient for you to be doing what right now? Especially considering the HP that you have.
Shooting the tank.
Walking forward and taking the 2v1. Not killing the 2v1, just living it. Because you know what? The worst thing you could do here is go backwards. Take pressure off the Doomfist Lucio. What do you think that Doomfist and Lucio are going to do right now?
They're going to walk in.
And the Genji lifts. If you had kept the Doomfist Lucio's attention, he would not have received amp healing, and he would have died. You get me?
Yeah.
Do what's convenient. It's the peel mindset that's killing you here. It's always backwards instead of what's convenient. This is convenient. This is also convenient. This is another short off angle. If you want to move from short off angle to short off angle, I'm totally down for it. Nice. What's convenient? You see it? Just Kiriko. Or Doomfist. This is where you turn your attention away from the Doom, but I would stay in the Kiriko, for sure, right? So you need to stay in the Kiriko. Are you ready for agony? Wait. Oh, no. Any guesses on whether that Genji died or not?
No.
You see it?
Victory.
Do you understand what I'm saying now, right?
Actually, no, I'm confused. What are you saying?
You have an ultimate. You landed on Kiriko with 1 HP and no Suzu. And then you peel it a Genji 45 meters away from you instead of killing the backline with a power punch. Including the Kiriko as well.
I don't know that I could have been able to do that.
Oh, easily. 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 Why do you punch out here? Why do you punch out here?
Because I'm 1 HP.
So what's the solution here? So that you're not 1 HP.
Either hit someone or...
You did hit somebody. Look.
Yeah.
Right? So I think I would argue they had enough HP to be able to stay. And if the answer is, oh, well, I really don't feel like I would have been able to do that. Okay, fine. Then stay in ultimate for longer. Because you're still creating space. You're still creating space. You're still pressuring here. I know you're thinking, oh, it's OT. You've already procced the overtime. You're fine. Sit up in there. Sit up in there. Sit over the Kiriko's head. Generate another 100, 150 HP. And then go from there. Because the problem is then you land on backline. Slow the Kiriko, slow the Doomfist, have him power punch, and then disengage anyway. So what was the point of landing here in the first place? Right?
Right.
Use what's convenient. And I really want you to keep an eye on peeling. Because the peeling is a big, big, big problem here. Let's take some notes. Doomfist. What needs to be practiced? I would say there's 3 things in particular. Give me a few of them.
Take a short off angle.
Take a short off angle so that you can do damage with your M1. Use that as guidelines for how to position early fight and how to position mid fight. It's hard with Doomfist. It's hard. I think you did a pretty good job of it this code. I think you did a good job. I think the problems were not necessarily with the short off angles. I think you made a couple of mistakes for sure, but I think overall you did a pretty good job. And that's what practice needs to be. It's not you playing well or winning the game. It's you practicing what you're supposed to do. And so this Suravasa was an excellent practice round for you. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Second thing is when you take the short off angles, what do you do from the short off angles?
Shoot what's convenient.
Shoot what's convenient. Shoot what's close. Be cautious about your peeling tendency. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Micro. Keep an eye on the random, not planned, not smart power blocks, especially around CC. There were a few of them this game as well, where you would tap them randomly. Like you get under pressure, you just kind of like mash a cooldown. Keep an eye on it. Be deliberate. What the way to practice that one is in the same way that we were telling you where should you be, where should you be, where should you be. Like improve your positioning. Ask yourself, what should I be using power block for? What should I be using? When should I be using it? Right? And just think.
Okay.
It's going to slow you down a lot, but you're going to improve your micro a great deal. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
No. That the game was hard. And
Okay.
I know it's no excuse, but the rank reset really did me dirty. I just keep losing.
It happens, but somebody's winning, somebody's losing. It's the RNG of the matchmaker. You play more games, things even out. That's just how it goes. You flip a coin 10 times in a row, guarantee you don't get 5-5 split. That's not how it works. You have to flip the coin 500 times. You got me?
Right.
Okay.